Good morning, YouTube. It's Scott Dunnage Garage. How you doing today? Well, we've got a Toyota coming into the shop to get a problem fixed. Yep, we got a Taco coming in with a front end rake that needs to get lifted up. Let's get to it. Before we get started, let me remind you that the More Overland and Off-Road Expo is being held in Springfield, Missouri on April 19th and 20th, 2024. This is the Midwest #1 adventure, travel, and consumer show. Matt and I look forward to seeing you there. We will be located in the Storytellers area. The discount code DunnageGar10 will save you 10% on your ticket purchases. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, as we're getting into this, there's not a lot to this install. This is the kit right here. A couple spacers, a couple bolts, and some washers, and that's it. Really pretty straightforward. However, at the end of the video, we'll talk about a major problem we ran into that nobody discusses when they're doing this install. They discuss it in other videos when they realize they have a problem, but they don't discuss it when they start this and realize this is the creation of that problem. So please stick around to the end of the video and we'll talk about it. Let's jump into the toolbox and grab the tools we need. Now let's get started. Pretty straightforward to start. Pull off tire, get access to where we're going. If you notice the white stuff, it's snowing, it's cold, it's miserable. This is just a fun project in the garage. Get your strut on the top, strut bolts are added in, spacer, strut, follow that down to the lower strut bolts. You have the sway bar end link that we unbolted, but we did have to unbolt the sway bar on both sides to get the struts out. Then we also had to unbolt the sway bar here and take the sway bar completely forward to get everything back in. Lower ball joint, we did not remove that or the upper. Instead, we removed bracket on the bottom, this bolt and this bolt back here. On this sway bar end link, the end of that stud, there is a place for an Allen key if you're using a gear wrench or a box opener wrench. Because we didn't, we just used the vice grips on the other side. We don't need no stinking directions. So we had to go to the passenger side and remove the sway bar link and rotate the entire sway bar up. So, what you may not be able to see right here is we're actually stepping on that lower control arm or that bracket to push it down. Okay, we got the strut out. Using the factory hardware, you just bolt this on, but we are going to have to take the tips of these studs off because they stick up too high. Now, we do get a lot of snow and some road salt and chemicals on the road, so we added some grease in that just to make sure that it doesn't corrode and rust solid. What's wrong, Ruby? This doesn't smell like a Jeep? Worse than OSHA. And new shop rule, if you're working on a taco, you gotta eat tacos for lunch. Alright, we're done eating tacos, we're back to work on the taco. What we found is the sway bar has to be removed on both sides to actually get the struts out. The driver's side is done except for reattaching the sway bar. So, time to do the passenger side. Now, we were able to do this with the skid plate in place, but it'd be easier if you took the skid plate off. It's not required, but it would be easier. As we're wrapping up this install, let's discuss the problems that we had. The install itself was very easy. again, you just take the strut out, you put a spacer in, you put it back in. What they don't talk about when you go to do this is the driver's side of the Toyota has needle bearings for the axle. The passenger side has a different setup. I'm not real familiar with it, so I don't want to say either way. But on the driver's side, those needle bearings have a lot of slop in them. And once you do the lift, it starts to grind and howl and just creates all sorts of problems. So while you're doing this project, you're going to need to do what's in the next video, and that's change out those needle bearings for a bushing. And we're going to do that again in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Come back and watch it.
That's it.
And again, enjoy.
Yeah.
So with that, we'd like to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, have yourself a blessed day. Remember, life's an adventure, go live it, and we will see you in the next video.